The Sixth and Seventh Amendments to the Constitution are very similar, so we can discuss them collectively. These two amendments guarantee certain rights to people who are accused of crimes. These consist of the right to a speedy and public trial, the right to an impartial jury comprised of one's peers. Now, this stipulation has its own set of problems, which we'll return to in a minute. The right to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation, the right to be confronted with the witnesses against oneself, the right to require witnesses on behalf of the accused to testify in court, the right to a defense attorney, and also these amendments restrict judges' rights to overturn decisions made by juries. One of the historical problems with these amendments is the clause that guarantees the right to an impartial jury comprised of one's peers. The clause states that the members of the jury should be representative of the community where the crime was committed. This may sound like a good idea, but in reality, this so-called jury of one's peers actually helped to perpetuate centuries of racial violence, particularly in the South. Because of quasi-legal voter discrimination laws and practices in the South prior to 1965, along with racial terrorism, it was rare for African Americans to be registered to vote and therefore serve on juries. There were an estimated 4,400 lynchings in America from 1877 to 1950, with the vast majority of these murders leading to no legal action whatsoever. In the well-known case of Emmett Till, the 14-year-old black boy from Chicago who was murdered in rural Mississippi, the all-white jury found the two white defendants innocent, even though the accused did not deny their action. This issue of biased juries made anti-lynching activists focus their efforts on making lynching and other hate crimes federal crimes, meaning that the cases would be heard in federal courts instead of local courts, thereby eliminating the right to a jury of one's peers. The federal anti-lynching bill, which established this, was finally signed into law by President Biden in 2022 and applies to all violent crimes defined as hate crimes. Regardless of specific issues of disagreement with the Sixth and Seventh Amendments, these amendments continue to be seen as vital to a fair and impartial criminal justice system. Thank you.